Hey viewers, welcome back to my new video, and in this video I'm going to discuss this question, and this is a previous year CBSE board question. So this is a very nice question, so watch the full video for sure and get ready for your CBSE board examination. And also this is very helpful question for any Python beginner or anyone who is learning Python, because this question contains about function and slicing, as well as the print function, loop, and conditional statements. So this question contains a lot of things together. So let's start and let's do this question. So in this question, our code is here. That is, the question already has given you the code. So you have to dry run and give the output of this code. So till now we were writing codes, but here we have to give the output. So you also have to know that how to run a code and how to decode single line to get the proper output. Now I'm going to decode this, and you should understand like how we have to do the dry run or decoding so that we can get a proper output. So in the first line it is written that s is equals to race car radar. S is the variable name here, and race car radar is the string on which we have to perform the whole program. And this is a string because it is written inside the double quotes, and this is stored inside the variable s. In the next line it is written L is equals to s dot split. L is the new variable here, and split is a function of string. So if you don't know what is the string, then you can go and check. I have already made the videos on the functions of a string, list, and dictionaries. So you can go and check. So split is the function which is used to separate the string or divide the string by using the separator, and we give the separator by which we want to divide the string in the parenthesis of the split function. And here it is written that s dot split. This means that we have to perform the split function on the string which is stored inside the s variable. So here in the second line, you can see that there is no separator given inside the parenthesis of a split function. This means that we have to divide the string by using the spaces. If we don't give anything as a separator, then Python interpreter by default take spaces as a separator. So similarly, we have to use spaces for for dividing the string. So here we will use the spaces between race car and radar to divide this string. So the split function will work, and it will divide the string which is stored inside the variable s. And s dot split will give us a list which will contain three elements: race car, and radar. Because the split will divide that string by spaces, and it is the rule that split function do not give the separator in its output. So there will be no space in any of the element, and the there will be three elements in the list, and you can see. And our line was L is equals to S dot split. This means that now the value of L becomes race car, and radar inside the square bracket, which means that now the variable L stores a list in which there are three elements: race car, and radar. So we have discussed the upper two lines, and now we are going to discuss about the loop. So the next line is for W in L. So for W in L means W is the variable here. So when the loop will run, it will take the values one by one, which is stored inside the variable L. So L is containing a list with three elements. So the loop will run for three times, and one by one it will hold the value race car, and radar. Now inside the loop, this line is written, that is x is equals to W dot upper. So this is the next function which we are going to use in this code, that is upper. So upper functions generally changes the case of the letters of any string. So it will make all the letters of any string in uppercase. So it is written that x is equals to W dot upper. So when the loop will run for the first time, the value of W will be race car, because the first element in the list which is stored inside the variable L is race car. So the value of W for the first time will be race car and it is written inside the list. So now the upper function will work and it will make all the letters of the string race car in the uppercase. So now W dot upper will give race car with all letters in uppercase. And then the value of X for the first time when the loop will run, that is race car. Similarly, when the loop will run for the second time, the value of X will be car and the all letters of the car will be in uppercase. And similarly, for the third time, when the loop will run, the value of X will be radar and all letter of radar will be in uppercase. Now we are coming to the conditional statements. So now our output will be whatever this conditional statements will decide. So let's check that what these conditions are saying one by one. It is written that if x is equals to x and in square bracket colon colon minus 1. So here double equal to sign is used and this is used to show equality. So we have to show the equality between x and x square bracket colon colon minus 1. So this is the method of slicing I think everyone can understand. So you can see that the starting position and the ending position is not given. This means that we have to take the string from very start and the string till the very end. That is from first letter to the last letter. We don't have to miss any letter or we don't have to leave any letter from that string. And the update is given here -1. This means that we have to move from right to left. This means that we have to read from the opposite side. So this is saying that, like for the first time, the value of x will be race car. So we have to check that is race car is the same when we will read it from the left side and when we will read it from the right side. Like now I'm giving you an example. So there are some words that if you read it from the right side or the left side, they have the same pronunciation and they remains the same. This is what known as palindrome. Like a word level, level. This word remains same. Either you will read it from the left side or the right side. So this is known as palindrome and this is the same thing which we are doing in this conditional statement. So this means that if our word will be palindrome, then the condition of if statement will be correct, and if it will not be a palindrome, then we will move to the else condition. And I think now everyone understood that a palindrome are those words which remain same either if we will read it from the left side or the right side. Now I'm going to run this loop and I'm going to check the conditional statements one by one so you can understand easily. So now when the loop will run for the first time, the variable is w, so the w will hold value race car for the first time, and inside the loop x is equals to w dot upper was written. So now for the first time the value of x will be race car in which the all the letters will be in capital. Now we have to check the race car from the left side. So if you will read race car from the left side, then you will pronounce it as the race car. And also if you will read race car from the right side, then you will also pronounce this word as the race car. So this is a palindrome word because either you are reading it from the left side or right side, this is pronunciating the same. So this means that our if condition for the first time is correct. And now we will move to the statements which are written inside the if condition. So our next line was for I in x. Now we have to use the loop for x. That is, we have to move inside the word. And now our variable is I. So when we will move inside a word, so when the loop will run for the first time, the value of I will be R because X is holding the value race car. So for the first time, the value of I will be R, and for the second time, the value of I will be A, and then C, E, C, A, R respectively. So it will hold each character one by one when the loop will run. Now we have to perform the function print. And this print function is given inside the for loop, and this for loop is given inside the if condition. So similarly, you will face more complex questions in future. So just keep patience while doing these type of questions, and just remember that you have to solve every single line and every single function one by one. Then you can get the output very easily, like I'm doing. Okay, so it is written that print and in parenthesis I comma and is equals to asterisk inside the double quotes. So this means that we have to print I. And what is I? I is the character it will hold one by one when the loop will run. Like for the first time when the loop will run, it will hold the value capital R, because X is race car. So every time the value of X will be changed, and I will hold the characters or the letters of the word which is the value of X variable. So we have to print the characters or the letters of the word which the X variable will hold. Like for the first time, the X variable will hold the value race car. So I will hold the characters of race car one by one, and we have to print that characters. So if normally here print I would be written, then our output would be RACECAR vertically and in separate lines. But here int is used inside the parenthesis of print function. This means that our characters or the letters of the word race car will be in a single horizontal line, and generally we give the separator space so that the output contain space between every character or letter or anything. But here asterisk is the separator, so our output would be like R asterisk A asterisk C, because here the separator is asterisk. So when the loop will run for the first time, the value of I will be R. So R will be printed and then asterisk, and then again the value of I will be A. So A will be printed again asterisk, because there is asterisk used as a separator inside the end double quotes. This is how our output will come. So for the first time, if condition will be correct and the loop inside the if condition will work. So here you can see our first output is this, and it holds each character of race car, and between each character there is asterisk as a separator. Now we are going to run our loop for the second time. So when the loop will run for the second time, the value of W will be car, because in the list which is inside the variable L, there are three elements: race car, and radar. So for the first time the value of W was race car, and now for the second time the value of W will be car, because the second element of that list is car. So the W hold the value car, and now inside the loop it was written that X is equals to W dot upper. So upper function will work, and the X variable will hold the value car with all the letters in uppercase like this. Now again we have to check that this word is a palindrome or not. So if you will read it from the left side, then you will read it as a car. But now if you will read it as from the right side, then you will read it a rack or RAC. So it is sounding different from the both side, like you can't pronounce the same thing, and this is not the same word if we will read it from the left side and the right side. So the word is different from both sides. So this is not a palindrome word. This means that this time our if condition is wrong. And now we have to go to the else condition. Now you can see that inside the else condition, the line is written that is for I in W. So inside the if condition, we were running the loop, we were running the nested loop, I can say, inside X. But now inside the else condition, we have to run the loop inside W. So this is what you have to mind, and you have to mind every single thing. Like you can't ignore this, because our output will be different. So here we have to run the loop for W, not X. Now for I in W means the loop will run for whatever the value W will hold. So for the second time, W is holding the value car and only C is in capital letter. A and R are in a small letter. So this is what you have to mind. So the value of I, which is the variable here used, will be C for the first time, and for the second time is small a, and for the third time is small r. Now we have to print these characters like we had done in the previous time, but now the separator is different. So inside the if condition, the separator is asterisk, but now inside the else condition, we have to use the separator hash, because in the last line you can see it is written that print in parenthesis I comma end is equals to hash inside the double quotes. This means that we have to print these characters in a single horizontal line and by using the separator hash. So for the second time, this will be our output, that is C hashtag A hashtag R. So this is our output, and now all the characters are not in the capital letter because we didn't run the loop inside X. We have to run the loop for the second time inside W. That's why here only C is capital and A and R are in the small letters. So you have to keep these things in mind. Now we will run the loop for the third time, and as you know that the third element of the list inside the variable L is radar. So now for this time the value of W will be radar, and when the upper function work, the value of X will be radar with all the letters in capital letter, that is uppercase. Now first we have to check the condition of if statement, and if it will be wrong then we have to go to the else condition, but first we will check the if condition. So first we will see this word from the left side. So if we will see this from the left side, then we will read it as radar, and the spelling is radar. And even if you read this word from the right side, then you will also read this time radar. That is, this word is a palindrome and sounds the same and remains the same either if you read it from the left side or the right side. This means that our if condition is correct. Now we have to perform the loop which is written inside the if condition, because our if condition become correct. So we have to do the work which is written inside the if condition. So here the line is for I in X. So X holds the value radar with all the letters in uppercase. So when the loop will run, the value of I will be radar one by one. Now again we have to print these characters like we had done for the very first time, that is race car. So now we have to print these characters using asterisk as the separator, because inside the if condition asterisk as a separator is used. So now we will give the third output, that is R asterisk A asterisk D asterisk A asterisk R. So this will be our third output. These are the three output which will come when we will run this whole program, and this is how you have to solve the program, or you have to decode or dry run any program. So now you have got the idea like how we can do these type of questions. So this is our output, and now we are going to check by writing it in the Visual Studio Code to check that our output is correct or not. So here I have written the whole program which was in our question, and now I'm going to run this code, and yes, this is our output. So as I said and as I discussed, the output is same. The first one is race car and radar with the separators asterisk, hash and asterisk respectively. So this is how you can do this question and questions similar to this. If you want me to solve more PYQs like this, then you can tell me in the comment section, and thank you for watching. Follow for more.